Okay, so these are the M1s outside of the domain, and when you use them outside of the domain, they still behave like typical weapon M1s or like mythical fruit M1s. Plus they look fire. Just peep the animation, peep the VFX. Yeah, that's cold. Next up, we got the X move outside of the domain. The player dashes to the enemy to stun them and then throws their dagger back towards the enemy with an automatic slashing effect. It also disassembles whoever is hit and reassembles them further away from you. Tell me that's not gas. Alright, now we have the C move outside of the domain. You throw your dagger in a spinning motion, cutting down enemies and certain objects in your path. It also returns to you like a boomerang while pulling your enemy closer to yourself. And then last but not least, we have the F skill, which is basically the same move while you have your domain open or closed. You throw your dagger towards your current mouse position and teleport straight to it. But if you land your F move, it's a different story. Once you land your F move, you start cutting up your enemy as soon as your dagger lands on him. Keep it right now. Yes, sir. Alright, and now for the most important part of the control rework, the Z move. Tap the Z move to open your gigantic domain. And peep the visuals on it. It looks so much better than before. The upgrade is insane. And then by holding the Z move, you can close it as well. And once you have your domain open, the real fun is going to start. You have two different modes you gain access to. One is the hands mode and one is the daggers mode. The hands mode purpose is for creating and controlling the battlefield. And y'all are going to see it once I showcase it. And meanwhile, the dagger mode is meant for cutting and execution. And to switch between the modes, you have to tap the Z ability while you're inside of your domain, which is also indicated by some special VFX as you can see. Alright, and while you're inside of your own domain, all of your movement related animations are changed as well. So peep the idle animation right now, it's looking mad clean. The dashes are mad fire too, they got changed as well. And the jump animation looks fire too. Not only that, but your flash step also has a cool feature now. Whenever you flash step, the location you land at will spawn a pillar right below you. That's gonna launch you straight in the air for extra movement. Yes, sir. Alright, so just so you guys know, just like the old control fruit, a lot of the crazier buildings on C3 can't be cut up. The Blox's devs are waiting on the new Roblox tools that are going to allow them to make the cutting on the fruit even more crazy sometime next year. For now, I'm only showing off the cutting this fruit has to offer on the Sea Castle. But when Roblox releases their new tools, the devs can expand the cutting and make this fruit even crazier. Let's get into the M1s now for the dagger mode. By swiping your mouse, you're going to cause a massive slash spanning over the entire screen. You can either hold it or quickly slash too. And then once you cut an object, it's going to make it float, and you can cut it into even more tiny pieces afterwards, which is really fun. And you can also catch other players lacking inside of your domain by just slashing them with the M1s as well. Next up is the X move. Once you land it, you do a crazy combo, and I mean it's actually crazy. Look at it right now. It looks peak. Yes, sir. Now for the C move. You basically release a barrage of 3 slashes towards your mouse position. If you spread out your slashes, you create a multitude of AoE slashes. But if you use them all in the same position, the slashes expand into a massive AoE. Just like you can see right here. That was into dagger mode. We still have to showcase the hands mode right now. Alright, so let's start off with the M1s. By tapping M1, you create giant cubes. And the more you tap, the more you create. And by holding the M1, you increase the size of the cubes you spawn in. You can either throw them one by one or all at once, it don't matter. Alright, so next up we have the X move. You send a powerful shockwave in front of you. If you hit an enemy with it though, you start piecing them up with a bunch of boulders and slam them towards the ground afterwards. But if you didn't hit anybody with it, don't worry about it. You still throw a bunch of boulders at your current mouse position that do a lot of damage. Next up, we do have the C move, which is also really cool. Once you press it, you pull down the hexagons from your domain's wall and launch them towards your mouse position. You do a good bit of damage too, and it looks sick. Here's some other cool features this fruit has. Once you have your domain open, you can walk on water, dash on water, it doesn't matter. If you leave your domain, you can also bring your domain with you. And once you leave your domain and you tap Z outside of it, your domain goes to your current position. Tell me that's not fire. Next up, we got the V move. I don't really gotta explain this one since it's very similar to the previous version. However, it did get a crazy visual upgrade. Just look at how sick it looks. I definitely do not want to get hit by this move whatsoever because the devs, I don't know, they were going crazy with this move. Now, If you hold the B move, it's a whole different story because it triggers this insane cinematic right here. Go peep it right now. Go peep. Yo. Every time I see the cinematic, I get real hype. Oh my god. Yo, oh my god. Yo, the devs really cooked with this cinematic right here. Holy.